What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe.
Yeah, man. Falcons hate week. Maybe let's go, bro.
How are we feeling?
Man.
What does Falcons hate week look like for you? Where are you going to try to set the tone today? Where are you going to start it?
I mean, where am I start to set the tone? I mean, shoot, when I walk out the house, look, we got to win. I mean, Sean Payton's got the same record as us. It's all starting to just get shoved in our face. So, but at the same time, you got a chance to be 2 games up in the division.
Yeah, no, bro. I mean,
Dev,
is this unfair? I feel like this weekend of football in Louisiana is mind-bogglingly important. Like, not only the entire LSU season hinges on a win or loss. If you win, it's a successful season. If you lose, it's actually an utter disaster. When you talk about the Saints, if you win, you'll probably win the division. You'll take a 2-game lead on the next best team. You'll have a tiebreakers. You'll have the next team coming at home. If you lose, all of a sudden you're under 500. They have the tiebreaker. Everything flips. Like, this is the most important. When a championship, considering there's not a championship on the line, this is maybe the most important weekend of football that I can remember in years.
Yeah, I mean, and look, I watched Tampa Bay yesterday. They're not going to get any better. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Carolina, we in week 12. It's just not going to happen.
No.
It's just not going to happen this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dude, the only team in front of you is the Falcons, bro. This is what the Saints fans, this is what the state, the Gulf Coast, we live for this.
Yeah.
So you got to go out there and you got to make it happen, bro. You got to take care of Derek Carr, bro. Like, there is no more chances, bro. This is it. This is it right here, bro. You either going to be a Saints, I don't even want to say a Saints legend, but you work on your way to becoming a Saints legend, or, you're going to be trash, bro, to us.
Well,
so
did you see the graphics that we put on screen here last week? The analytics that were making the rounds about Pete Carmichael, like showing how crap. I almost like at this point, I almost feel bad for Derek Carr. Like, I know that Derek Carr is not, that maybe I hyped him up too much and I was wrong. But, like, can we also accept that Pete Carmichael's doing nobody on this offense any favors, Jake?
Yes, you can. I don't think either the quarterback or the coordinator have done this offense any favors. But that was going to be my first question to Dev was, if you win and you go out there, you win the division and you make the playoffs, like, you're excited as a Saints fan because, well, you made the playoffs, but also you're wondering, oh, man, did that probably save other people's jobs that need to probably go somewhere else?
There should be nothing that I feel comfortable in saying this, and I'm always more comfortable saying this at NFL level than at college, and maybe that changes over time. But, like, unfortunately, there should be nothing that saves Pete Carmichael's job.
No.
If you go to the playoffs, you probably save. Well, I mean, you go to the playoffs, you probably save it, but that's just something I can't think about if we go to the playoffs. I got to be human about it.
The front office and ownership needs to be, and I believe they are. I think you'd be crazy not. They need to be forward thinking enough to accept that. Yeah, making the playoffs, that's awesome. That's good. Should be celebrated. Should be fun. I'll be here for the ride. Hell yes, but you can look at this team objectively and see where it has to get better. And play caller is number one. Like, you have to be able to separate those two truths. It's fun. This weekend, you're going to watch the 2 worst play callers in the NFL go toe-to-toe.
Yeah, well, okay, so I guess I kind of backtrack then. I mean, if the Saints went to the playoffs and the first game is just an offensive disaster, like we've seen so many times this year, then yes, see them later. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I feel like if they go to the playoffs and the Saints have one of those few games where they played awesome on offense, that'd probably save them. But regardless,
crazy.
Bro,
I think I would still move on, but whatever. Let's cross that bridge when we get there. I'm getting far ahead of myself.
Hey, regardless, bro, this is what it comes down to, bro. 60-something yards at half, and you paid $150 million. I don't want to hear about the offensive coordinator, bro. You are a star on this team, right? Remember, we saw the headline this week. The Raiders locker room fell apart because Derek Carr was the man now. And when they get rid of him, okay, well, you the man here, bro. The man don't get 61 yards at half. I don't care who's calling the plays. I don't care if Jimmy Neutron is calling the play. You don't get 61 yards at half. That's why people got a problem with Derek Carr. So show me something different, bro.
Yeah. And I don't know why Jimmy Neutron was getting strays.
Yeah, why
there,
did he catch
but-
a stray, huh?
Yeah, I do understand what you're saying.
Right?
I
He's
don't
got a big old
He
head.
is
He's
pretty
pretty
smart,
smart.
dude. He is pretty smart. He could probably put together a hell of a game plan. He'd probably rely a little too heavily on analytics. Like he'd have to dial it back a bit, but I feel like he could find his zone eventually. He'd be hard. He'd be like Lane Kiffin on steroids, just like we can go for it here. Okay, yeah, let's. He'd be a classic like 2-point conversion every time guy,
Yeah.
which like technically the
Onside
math kind of
kicks.
supports, but it's like
Yeah.
it's like a little too sketchy still, kind of. Chill out, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, do you not agree though? I mean, do you not think 60-something yards at half by 100?
No. It's all look.
Absolutely unacceptable.
It's all unacceptable. I think I'm still just picking my jaw up off the floor from seeing those offensive play caller charts.
Yeah.
Like everything that we knew, but when you do like scatter plot rankings and stuff like they did, it really like it's not even. It's the same thing like we talk about the LSU defense. It's not even that you're. Even though the LSU defense has at least somewhat improved statistically. It's not even that you're bad. It's not even that you're very bad. It's not even that you're awful. You're astronomically bad. You're as bad.
Don't actually way.
You're as bad as however stoned the guy that was the Viking that wore the astronaut helmet to the Vikings game. That you tweeted like however high that guy was, that's how bad Pete Carmichael is at calling plays.
You know, those things like those things like always fascinate me too. Like when people do stuff like that, like the astronaut helmet guy, because it's like we all human, bro. We all got that self-realization moment walking out the house with something on.
Yeah.
And
Well, he did it because Josh Dobbs is a rocket scientist.
No, I know. No, but
Yeah.
to Dev's point, but like, and I get it.
There was multiple NASA uniforms in the crowd.
I like to dress up as well.
Like a bunch of,
It's just funny to think about, like, just gonna walk around with this astronaut helmet on all day. It's like my wizard costume. I get
grown
it.
men. Yeah,
Yeah.
grown men. I mean, it's cool. Like, it's all good, man. Live your life. But, like, there's that self-realization to walk out the house with the astronaut helmet on. And this guy was courageous enough to keep walking, man. Like, he buckled up his seatbelt with the astronaut helmet on. He probably pumped some gas with the astronaut helmet on. This guy was having a good time. So shout out to him. Had to be high as giraffe snot, to put on. I mean, you wearing an astronaut helmet, bro, to the football game. I don't care if it's for Josh Dobbs or not, bro. Like you definitely high.
No, I
bro.
think
You
I
got
disagree.
high.
I disagree with y'all see some of the people that line up the Superdome right there in the first row.
Yeah, it's a wild. I think Dev's saying this applies to all of them. It's not just the astronaut helmet. Being an NFL super fan is it's a wild thing. It's got to be a wild game day experience. Where like,
Dude, my boy Ben dresses up as Cyborg Saint.
oh, that's
He-
Cyborg Saint. Wait,
like-
the Ben's Burgers guy is Cyborg Saint?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that,
Yeah,
dude.
these guys are roasted. Yeah. But I mean, no, the Saints got him. What you think, You think Whistlemon's is sober? Ain't no way.
Hey, Boltman's sober, okay?
Wilson, yeah, prop. I mean, that's impossible.
Boltman
There's no way
went
you can
in.
cheer that hard.
Boltman went into
No,
the courtroom
no.
with his full costume on, okay?
Oh my god.
I was about to say the dude that dresses up as the Pope, or I don't think he's alive no. That was like one of my friend's relatives, and he liked to have a good time too. So
I mean, to
the
be
Saints,
fair,
the ones that dress up at. Wait, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, Chiefsaholics out here robbing banks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting cast of characters, bro. I mean, and I get it. It's they're passionate about, like, everybody's nerdy about something, and those dudes are just mega nerdy about the NFL, and that's what's up. That's super cool, man. I love it. Every Sunday's like Comic-Con for them. I'm actually jealous.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask y'all something, man, because I know y'all didn't really.
Yes, I am
Mario
going to
kinda just
Renfest. I'm
mentioned-
going to Renfest Friday. I'm very excited. Thank you for asking. Are you going to come?
Wait, going to what?
Renaissance
Going to what?
Fest, Ren Fair, Renfest, Kingdom of Albright in Hammond. It's going on now. What do you live under a rock? Dev, have you never been?
To Hammond? I worked at the Brown Door. I worked at the Brown Door for 3 months. It was like the last 3 months I ever worked at a bar, and they had this thing called August Hot Nights or something like that. like 1,000 people walked into the Brown door, bro. I said I'd never work at a bar again, bro. It was miserable.
Bruh, it is a content gold mine. Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.